Let's review the learning objectives for this module. First, we'll seek to understand, view, and create project quotations. We'll see how we can softbook or commit resources for this quotation while we're still in the planning phase. We'll see how to approve the quotation internally, confirm it, and then print it out and communicate it to the customer. And finally, we'll see how to transfer this quotation to a new or existing project where the delivery team can actually carry out the execution. Project quotations facilitate the planning and negotiation of a project in accordance with the requirements of a particular customer or prospect. As this process is going on between the customer and the people who are formulating the quotation, the first step is to estimate and plan the project. We saw how to do this in an earlier module, and in this module we'll see how we can apply that to project quotations. Once we've arrived at a plan, we need to make sure our internal stakeholders are on board and that everybody who has a say as to whether we should move forward with this project or not has approved and put their stamp of approval on the plan that we intend to present to the customer. At that point, we're ready to print this out or communicate this in some other mechanism out to our customer and gain their approval. We might make some final changes to our work plan as we go through this process, and then once the customer has approved it, we transfer the plan into an actual project where the delivery team can carry on the execution. Now let's take a look at the structure of a project quotation. At its simplest form, the project quotation just consists of a set of lines. These lines each are of the same transaction types that we've been seeing in the prior modules: our items, our hours, our expenses, and our fees. There's also the work breakdown structure. We looked at in an earlier module how to use the work breakdown structure to estimate and plan work. This whole process applies as well to the quotation process. In some cases, you want the work breakdown structure in some cases, let me just back up. In some cases, this work breakdown structure directly generates the quotation lines. This is in the case that you want the customer to see the details of your plan. So that's a process that we'll look at in the next demonstration. Finally, once we're done, you can use the project wizard to take the work breakdown structure and all of the associated estimations and transfer this over into project for execution.